Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be mid-April messages for the sign of Scorpio. What's going on, Scorpio? How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. All right, Scorpio, I shuffled off camera to save time, so that's your main spread there. We will shuffle now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that is when the reading begins. Timestamp is in the description box below if you want to jump ahead. Also down in the description box is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. Now, if you've been thinking about getting a personal reading with me, oh no, my card, it's peeling. If you've been thinking about getting a personal reading with me for a while now and you haven't done it, I would say do it soon, because come the month of June, I will be raising the price on the reading that I already provide, which is a 45-minute reading with a 6-card spread, clarifiers, oracle cards, all that good stuff, for $25. That's a very good price right now, but like I said, it will go up in June, so if you want to save yourself a little bit of money, go ahead and order as soon as possible, okay? All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and get you an outcome for mid-April 2019. Outcome for Scorpio in mid-April 2019, please. Did that flip? No, I don't think so. Okay. Okay, oh. All right, and bottom of the deck is the overall energy. All right, let's flip the rest and see what's going on. Oh, man. This guy's been coming out for everybody. Yeah, I think I messed that up a lot. There we go. And how do we look on camera? Ooh, we look so pretty. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on. Please show me Scorpio's prominent energy in mid-April 2019. Scorpio's prominent energy in mid-April 2019. Please show me. Okay, thank you. Whew. Whew, that was a little... All right, fine. Coming into mid-April, Scorpio, you come in with the 5 of Swords. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? It doesn't have to be you. There are many people on this card. It could be you and another person, or it could be someone's energy towards you. It is a general reading, so everything can kind of go vice versa, right? Plug yourself in where you know you are. Now, the important part that I'm feeling for you here, Scorpio, is that there's a stalemate here. There's a disagreement here. There is quicksand, or the brakes have been placed on something. There's a lack of movement. There's a lack of progression. There's a lack of clarity, or a lack of communication and understanding. And whoever is experiencing this, whoever's involved in this, there's sort of like this, that's my story and I'm sticking to it kind of vibe. There is this energy on your part or someone else's part or on everybody's part where I'm not going to budge. I'm not going to, I'm not going to, someone, and I feel this is more than one person, so it could be you and another person, or it could be people around you and you're kind of observing this, but however this shakes out for you, I feel that the people who are experiencing this, it's like I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to compromise. I don't want to have to clarify anything. What's done is done. You know, what's done is buried, or it's over with. And there's this staunch, very strong energy of either walking away or just standing firmly and not moving, not compromising, not wanting to budge an inch. So it's like just intolerable, this person or this energy. And I don't know that intolerable is the right word. Thank you. There it is. This person or this energy, whoever's vibing with this, whoever this is affecting, they feel they cannot be compelled to move. or they cannot be compelled to change their story. They cannot be compelled to step forward or to step back. If somebody's like overly involved in something, if someone is going like diving in the deep end and like doubling down on whatever they're doing, someone is just like, they won't, regardless of what they're doing, they do not feel compelled, or they cannot be compelled at this time to change their behavior, to change their point of view, to change their opinion, to change whatever. And they're just like, this is it. This is who I am, or this is what I believe, or this is what I'm going to do. And it's just like stakes in the ground. As I said that, they showed me, there's like a meme. Oh, what's his name? Jason Momoa, right? And I don't know what show it's from, but there's a meme out there, or a GIF out there of him like taking one of those like soccer mom chairs, and he like pops it open with his one hand and he throws it down and he sits down in the chair. It's like someone is like claiming their spot and they're not moving. Now the deeper, or rather not the deeper, but the traditional understanding of the Five of Swords is that this is a no holds barred, I'm going to win at all costs. I'm going to make a point of making a point. I'm going to make a statement, and there will be, you know, it's just like a very adversarial energy, usually with the Five of Swords. Now I asked where you're coming in. For some of you, that's totally you. Others of you, you're watching other people do this, but I think for the vast majority of people who will be watching this, Scorpios that will be watching this, this is you. You might share this with another person or two, but you're definitely in here, okay? So you're not the, you know, wallflower just watching other people. Most of you are not, you know, a wallflower watching this happen. You're actively or passively, because this isn't, as much as swords or air element is action oriented, is dynamic, I feel that this energy is actually very passive. Like, it's been going on for so long that that's why it's passive. It's not new. This is not brand spanking new, that you've never encountered this before, or you've never behaved this way before. You've been doing this for a minute, or this has been going on for a while between you and other people. And bro or girl, whatever it's doing, I think it's whatever the reasoning of behaving this way, or letting this energy kind of take the lead, the usefulness of it, I think, is waning, or the effectiveness of it is waning. I think it's eventually going to come to a point for you and or other people that this becomes tiresome, this becomes overbearing and too much of a hassle to keep this up. You know, whatever we're talking about, arguments, you know, making a point just to make a point, or I don't know. This is going to be different for everybody, because some of you, I think, you feel really validated. I mean, most of you are going to feel validated in this position, and you should. It's your life. You know, you are your own individual. That makes sense to me. But in the grand scheme of things, concerning the bigger picture, is it really helpful? Is it really going to lead you to where you want to be? I would venture the answer to that for most of you is going to be no, because this is not compromising energy. And in order to get anywhere in life, at some point you have to compromise, even if it's on something really little or minuscule or superficial. And I'm not trying to say you need to compromise your principles, or like that's what the issue is. I think the bottom line is, I think you're being so rigid here, and it's working for now, that you are under a false impression that it's going to work forever. And that's just not true. So, yeah. No. So I don't want to come in here and like lecture you. That's not the purpose of me when I do my meditations. I ask, what is the message that the specific zodiac needs to hear? Bring it forth with love, light, peace, truth, harmony, happiness, and abundance. And this is what you got. Okay. Now, you're very much here. And out here is a set of things that are either happening to you and you can't control it, or you want to happen to you, but you might be afraid. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Is that wow? Okay. Tower card in reverse right above that starting position of yours. What did I just say? something will, like, these things are happening to you and you don't, like, know it, or you don't have any control or something like that. And for some of you, like, you want these things to happen, but what did I say? I just said it and I can't remember, but it was, like, really profound. I heard myself say it and I was just like, wow, that's pretty deep. Shit, I can't remember. And I can't stop and rewind this. Oh, damn. Well, you know, because you shit, it really went straight out of my head. That's crazy. Let me see. Okay. I don't know if this is exactly what I was on track to say, but I feel like it's somewhat in that ballpark. So I feel many of you are in this Five of Swords energy, and it's working for now. It's gotten you this far, so why change up the beat of the drum just yet? You know, like, that is how you're thinking logically, since we're talking with swords. That's how you're rationalizing your behavior or whatever you're choosing to do or not do. That's your rationale, okay? It works right now. It's been working up to this point. Perfect. This Tower in reverse above is telling me one of two things. One, you're blocking a Tower moment because you're adhering to a certain mindset or a certain behavior or a certain dialogue, and you keep like recommitting to what has gotten you this far, and you accept or are somehow placated by the status quo. And you're sitting in status quo. And status quo has its pros and cons, but I'm feeling the underlying con for the status quo right now for you, Scorpio, is that it's limited. It only gets you so far. You know, if this was like, if we were measuring it like on a track or something, like or like with measuring tape, if the goal is to move 10 feet, being here gets you to 8 feet, and then it stops you. And you're like, well, I made it to 8 feet. This is fine. And it's like, but your goal was to go forward 10 feet. You should persist and you should make it to 10 feet. And you're like, no, 8 feet is fine. And you accept. For some reason, you accept 8 feet out of 10. The goal is to move past 10 feet or up to 10 feet, but you don't. And so your adherence to the Five of Swords energy blocks the Tower moment. And the Tower moment for you, Scorpio, or for anybody who's watching, or for anybody who wants to know the basics of the Tower card, is it's not bad. It looks horrendous. It looks hellish. It doesn't look pleasant. And oftentimes it doesn't feel pleasant. And oftentimes it comes suddenly. So that's very shocking to our nervous system, or that's shocking to our sensibilities. So, you know, as humans, we're just like, change, sudden change. Oh shit, I don't like that. But ultimately, all Tower moments are good, no matter how they unfold for you, okay? So you want 10 feet, but you stop at 8, and therefore you don't allow the huge upheaval to come about. You block yourself from the ultimate shakeup, the ultimate turn of events, the ultimate pivot point in your life, which is going to lead you down a different path, or open up different opportunities, or open up your world to different experiences, and you block yourself. Or other people are blocking you. Because like I said, you can share this energy with other people. But something or someone is like, 8 feet's good, we don't need more, but you want more. Or you're unaware of how much you're going to gain if you move those extra 2 feet. If you go past that 10-foot marker and get into some new experience, you're just like, you're not allowed, or you're not allowing. Ooh, wow. Allowed. For some of you, this is like a control thing. Is how they're going to show me this now. Wow. For some of you, it's the circumstances you're in or the other people that you're involved in that has prevented the Tower moment. So it's going to go two ways. Either you're blocking, or someone else or something else is blocking it from you. And regardless of why, it's just, hold please. Like you're on hold forever with customer service. You know what I mean? It's like, this phone has been up to my ear for 15 days. I think maybe they're not coming back. Yeah, they're not coming back. There's a lack of movement here, and because many different reasons also with this. In combination with the swords and the tower in reverse, this could be fear, this could be overthinking or over-analysis, this could be analysis paralysis, this could be... I'm getting like a braggadocious thing, like over intellectualizing a situation or putting too much rationality into something that there's for some of you an act or an issue with convincing, being convinced, being talked out of or talked into something. That is going to come out differently for all of you, but in tandem, as these come together, we are basically on a loop or stagnant. And ultimately, if you want to be there, you can be there. If you don't want to be there, however, you have to get wise to the game. If someone is restricting you or holding you back, you have to recognize the ways that they've done that. And that's the thing about this Five of Swords. It is kind of a clever card. It's like sometimes obvious, but then also it's like, you know how sometimes something is so obvious that you like kind of convince yourself, no, it can't be that. It can't be that. Like, that's kind of what I get here. Like, someone, you or someone else, whoever this is, like, who maybe is controlling a situation or using controlling language, it's so obvious that someone can't believe how obvious it is. Or they're thinking on it and they like come to a conclusion. Oh my God, that was really, that's what they really meant when they said that. Like, it's like a retrospect, like a light bulb goes off, you know? It's so weird. There's a lot coming through for just these two cards. These are meant to be a little bit of a mini reading, so we will press forward. But I hope you get what I'm saying, Scorpio, that there is, you know, if you want to make it past 8 feet on the 10-foot marker, you can. You just have to wise up to it, okay? So I think that's kind of what you're dealing with now. Upcoming for you is here, I think. Yes, okay, thank you. Of course, this has been coming out for everybody. I feel like many signs have had this. Temperance card, Major Arcana card for Sagittarius. Did I say the Tower card was also Major Arcana sometimes for Aries and Scorpio? Did I say that? If not, I meant to. Aries, Scorpio, also in that card. So, Major Arcana, Temperance, associated with Sagittarius. You might have a Sagittarius in your life who is significant, but you do not have to. Let's get clear. Let's get balanced. Let's get healthy. Let's get, kind of back on track here. I think someone in your vicinity, if it's not you, but I feel, again, for the majority of you, this is you. But for some, it's not. It is someone who's close to you, someone in your care, maybe, or somebody, who relies on you, like a child or a dependent of some type, yeah? But temperance encourages us to find balance and to find healing and not purpose, but structure and fluidity in whatever situation or relationship that we're talking about. It's not easy. There's a lot of trial and error here. This angel is balancing, getting the flow perfected between those two cups. Now, it's an angel, so in theory, if you believe in angels, of course, they're a little bit more perfect than we are. I mean, they're still fallible, they're still, not... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was going to say something really messed up. Anyway, so there is this trial and error that this angel has gone through. This isn't like a first time pour and, oh, look, I'm getting the water to flow and levitate above ground, not fall to the privy or fall to the powers of gravity. No, it takes a minute to get here, okay? So this clearer or more even perspective and understanding of the situation that you're involved in, Scorpio, is developing over time. you needed time to think about things, or someone else needed time to think about things, or, you know, experience something on either side of the situation that will kind of enlighten or waken them up to something, or confirm something, bring clarity towards something. And it's just an issue of, then once that clarity or that insight comes, getting comfortable with it. You know, if someone, and it could be for you, let's go back here, because that's really all that came through for me towards the end here, at least, was that for some of you Scorpios, someone has influenced this whole debacle back here with the Five of Swords and the Tower card. Somebody has influenced that energy, that experience in your life. If it wasn't you, it was someone else. Realizing, oh man, I've been cutting off my nose despite my face. Or, oh man, that person was manipulating me, or manipulating the situation, or manipulating all the other people involved in a way that wasn't beneficial towards me, in a way that was meant to hurt me, or hold me back, or keep me in their good graces, whatever. Whatever this realization is, not only brings in clarity, it allows you to kind of have an open perspective. It now highlights a wound, a place where you've been hurt before, or a place where you've never been hurt so deeply before, something like that. And you're like, shit, now I got to work on this, or now I have to clear this out of my energy, or now I have to have this conversation, or go and revisit something. You know what I mean? So temperance, like I said, encourages us to heal. It encourages us to find balance in our lives. Yeah. So I'm getting, it's like a concurrent issue that is relative to your past and relative towards, or to your present. I'm not feeling much future energy. I'm feeling this is like present or past, or in combination with each other. It's tough. I will say that. Whatever we're talking about, whatever realizations come up, whatever conversations bring clarity, or circumstances that bring clarity to you or towards someone else, is going to be like it's like I'm glad to know, but then I'm also realizing, now that I know, I can't go back. Or, you know, once this thing is understood, once this thing is verbalized, once this thing is sort of communicated, there's no way to revert back to the way things were. Possibly meaning that Five of Swords energy, but I think it's deeper than the Five of Swords energy. And that's as much as I can get from that. Okay? Now, I feel most of this is past and present time. This Ace of Pentacles, I feel, is like a glimpse towards the future, or as aces tend to be, it's just a potential future for you. New offers of stability, new offers of commitment, or opportunity in business, opportunities with your finances, opportunities in terms of, for some of you, I'm getting like job, or partnership within a job, creative partnerships, business whatever. There's like a linking up that I get with this, like a link up. Maybe, something to do with LinkedIn or Meetup, those apps and websites and stuff like that. But it's a chance, it's an opportunity bestowed upon you. I'm really connecting with the bestowed part, because of course this is traditional Rider-Waite deck, right? And we see that celestial hand coming out from the clouds. And so I feel that it's like this divine presentation into your life. This divine door opens. This divine opportunity kind of floats into your life, or, suddenly appears in your life, and you either take it or you don't. You either recognize it or you don't. And for some of you, it's been a long time coming, since it's Pentacles, right? It's been in development. You've been wishing, hoping, and praying for this, and then you got kind of stuck in this mindset of, well, I guess it's never going to happen, so I might as well forget about it, right? But no, here it comes. So, yes, with the gateway there too, okay? Down there in the garden. pathways, walkways, something about that motion. One second, I have to pause. Hold on. All right, Scorpio, I apologize. I heard someone approaching my door. I got spidey senses around here. All right, so what was I saying? Gateways, right? Yeah, because of the gateway there on the card. So again, the potential for you to have this fresh new start, to have a solid beginning to something, or an improvement on something, or opportunities financially with your business or with your job, whatever we're talking about here. It requires some act on your part, and I'm gonna be honest, I feel reluctance or uncertainty on your part. Maybe because you're tied up in some bullshit back here with the Five of Swords. Maybe you're preoccupied. Maybe this opportunity doesn't come because the tower hasn't fallen yet, you know, because it is on, you know, it is kind of in a pathway. What blocks you if we went this way, right? Is the tower not falling? And if you went this way, it doesn't necessarily block you, but it does require some type of healing. And like we were talking about before, when I was interacting with this card, was clarity, healing, having insight, and kind of having sort of revelations, and you know, sometimes those revelations or that clarity might not be so pleasant and might not be so easy to deal with, or there's like a hidden difficulty here, I feel, or a hidden or something isn't completely being given to me here. I can't necessarily, quote unquote, like tap into it, but I feel resistance, I feel blocking, I feel reluctance, or I feel inability. If it's not any of those things, then it would be inability, or any other synonym you want to throw in here to kind of, you know, make it fit into your life. Interesting. Outcome for the mid-April period for you, Scorpio, is the King of Swords in reverse. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you might be dealing with one of those signs, but you do not have to be. The important part here is, man, what a hellfire this person is going to be. If it's someone else, this is going to be you. But I think it might go a little 50-50. I think some of you might embody this energy, and some of you will be experiencing this energy from somebody else. But there's like a hellfire coming from somebody, a very strong, very staunch, very a very adamant energy of, my position is correct, or my position makes the most sense, is the most logical, is the most reasonable, and someone is kind of bullying. Like, I feel like a bullying energy of course I'm right. Of course this is correct. Of course this is the only way. And it's really nearsighted. It's very short-sighted, this person's argument and or what they're proposing, or what they're kind of saying is the end-all be-all solution to whatever problem we're discussing. This person is kind of egotistical right now, or a bit of a megalomaniac in certain ways. And, you know, I don't like to throw this word around, but maybe a tinge of narcissism, okay? And if it is you, I'm not here to step on your toes. I'm not here to call you out, but, you know, have some self-realization and some self-acknowledgement. If this is you, well, there you go. Wear the crown, okay? But if it's not, it doesn't matter who it is. This person is just not going to be your best ally. If you're interested in progression, if you're interested in opening doors, if you're interested in seeing different options available to you, or being open to different experiences or different ways of thinking or communicating about a certain subject. This person, because it's in the reverse, that's why I'm saying all this. And this is not the natural way of the King of Swords. But because this reverse position right now, no, there's no compromise with this person. There is no getting them to see things your way or getting them to see things in a different way. They're very stuck. They're like sticking to their guns. They do not, and they don't, that's the thing. They're like trying to undercut or devalue these different opinions or these different perspectives or these different proposed solutions. They're just like being really ignorant about it, actually. They're being like really intolerable. And I mentioned that word earlier here, wasn't it? Intolerable? When did I said that word before? Isn't that funny? Some of the things I remember, but then something I said 2 seconds before this, I wouldn't remember, but whatever. So, yeah, this person is just intolerable. They're not in their good graces right now. They're pretty inflammatory. They're pretty aggravated or aggravating, ornery, okay? Agitated, or they agitate you. If this, I hope you're able to kind of mold the story as you see fit, because I'm saying all these things, but I'm feeling as if they're happening to me. So when I'm saying aggravated, they're aggravating. When I say they're not compromising, I feel they're not compromising with me. So I feel some of you slip of the tongue, Sagittarius, Scorpio, some of you Scorpios are bearing the brunt of this person's behavior, this person's mindset, this person's speech. You're just like, it's being dumped onto you. Whether that's fair or unfair, that's regardless. It's definitely not pleasant. It's not cohesive to anything that you're trying to do. And that's the other thing. I feel pinned. I feel like, honestly, I feel like I'm in like a glass box. Like, I don't even know, like something you might see like in a magic show or something like that. Like a plexiglass box. And I'm surrounded by all sides, and this person is above me, not literally, dumping on me, but their energy, whatever they're experiencing right now, whatever they wish to project into the world, positive or negative, I am subjected to it. It comes right down over top of me, and I have no way to get out. There's no keys. There's no trap door. So if you are that person and you're affecting other people that way, realize it, make changes if you wish. If you're in that plexiglass box and this is your experience, if you want to make changes, try your best and do what you need to. But this is some heavy shit, and I'm not a fan, and I have a lot of sympathy for you, Scorpio, because these two, the Five of Swords and the King of Swords in tandem being present in your life, are going to be very hard to get over, because fives are challenges anyway, they're usually easily surmountable. But I feel that this has gone on for so long, you might be lost in the sauce that you're like, I guess this is the new way of living around here. I guess this is the new normal. This is the baseline. No, it's not. It doesn't have to be. And what can benefit you, the Tower, Reverse, Temperance, and the Ace of Pentacles, I feel for some reason on your side of things, or as far as you're concerned, seems unreachable. I don't think that's true. I think you believe it's true, but I don't think it's true. So it's really weird. I'm not able to tell you. I can't give you any clues other than what we talked about previously that would indicate, oh, there's the trapdoor in the glass box. Or if you look up into the corner, there's like a little tiny crack that's holding the key wedged in between the two planes of glass. I can't tell you how to escape that box. I know you can. It's a magic show after all. Mr. King of Swords in reverse, who is, Harry Houdini's evil twin or something. This is not the way your life has to be if you don't want it to be. But how you get out of that box, my friend, I can't tell you. I'm not able to tell you. You will figure it out on your own, or you're going to stay in that box for however long, okay? Overall for this the mid-month for you is the Judgment card. So your secondary card here, Scorpio, Judgment card as it's ruled by Pluto. Something in the past, something that is dead and buried, or you thought was dead and buried, something that has come and gone is of significance to you. A situation, a person, a mindset, a choice, or whatever. And the thing about the Judgment card is it brings new life into what you thought was dead, or it revitalizes what you thought was dead. Because maybe that's the escape, my friend, is to go back to something that you thought was dead and buried or finished. Yeah? Mindset, person, circumstances, choices, I don't know. Like, I'm getting like this epiphany feeling, or like the like a shock, like a, oh my God, of course, like a eureka moment. It's like, what? That? Or, oh. It's like this steady incline towards realizing perhaps the thing that can help me, or perhaps the situation or person that can help me, is what I've already encountered before. And for you, Scorpio, I'm feeling there's a disbelief, you know, similar to how this card is depicting it. That family of dead nude people, they're in disbelief that Gabriel has blown his trumpet, and they are, you know, bursting out of their coffins. Whoa, this Judgment Day thing is real? The reckoning is for real? It's like, oh my God, I had no idea. There's like a sudden realization, and this embracing, or kind of waking up to the almost inconceivable, or what you thought was impossible now is possible. Now, I feel you're the key factor with the Judgment card, not only because it's secondary card of Scorpio, but just because this is your damn reading. So this has to do with you somehow. So if you're on the sidelines just watching other people do this, you got to step in here. You got to get out there on the field and make a play. If you're the star quarterback and you've been running your own plays and not listening to your coach, the coach is like, you know, picking up a book and dusting it off. Let's go back to the old playbook, boys. And you're like, coach, this is the 21st century. I want to try new shit. Listen to the coach. Try something from the past. Like this emphasis here, because Judgment to me is not always about the past, although like it's indicative in its traditional interpretation. For me, it's not always about the past, but I feel it for you, Scorpio. This is like something that you thought was dead and buried, gone, vanished, dried up, lost cause. It's not. And if you go back to it, an old idea, an old friendship, connection with someone from the past, an old situation, move to an old location, you know, you left your hometown, wanted to make it big in the city, go home. Maybe, you know, or the reverse. You know, you've been home for a long time, you're back in your cowpoke town, nothing goes on, you're bored, you're working a dead-end job, you're getting into disagreements with your family, whatever. Move out again. Whatever this is, try it again is what I'm feeling. Scorpio, that is your reading for mid-April. If you liked it, there is a like button down below. Go ahead and click it. You can also leave comments on this video letting me know how it resonated in your life. I find that information to be very helpful. If you want to share this video across your social media platforms and kind of assist me in getting the channel to grow, that would be amazing. And of course, if you want to subscribe and you are not already subscribed, don't hold yourself back. Go ahead and click that button, and also click the notification bell so you can see when I upload new content, okay? Scorpio, I will be back the May readings, and of course later after that, mid-May, and maybe I'll do a random or two and all this other good stuff. So you got a lot of stuff to look forward to. But anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys then. And I thank you so much for watching this video and taking the time to view my content. Take care, guys. Bye.